Guess what? P. Diddy, the powerhouse behind Bad Boy Records, reportedly soared to music greatness with a little help from Clive Davis himself. Yup, you heard it here first. Clive Davis, the puppet master of the music scene, apparently had a hush-hush bond with Diddy that lasted over 5 years. Diddy's rise to fame, smooth as silk, but folks have always whispered about the hows and whys. Jaguar Wright cuts to the chase. She's spilling the beans that Diddy's been wheeling and dealing behind the curtains, flipping his music stash into a fortune and power. But hold up. What's the real scoop on his meteoric rise, and was there a secret pact? Rumor has it Alita's been on a mission to dethrone Diddy for ages, and it seems her moment is knocking. At the end of the drama, all fingers point back to Clive Davis, the architect of Diddy's dark side. Diddy isn't just any music mogul. He's a living, breathing symbol of the industry's shadows. And here's the juicy bit. Behind every villain, there's often a mentor who crafted them into the monster they've become. Enter stage left, Clive Davis, the music titan linked to legends like TLC, Whitney Houston, and Brandy. Back in the 90s, when hip-hop was just starting to sizzle, Diddy caught Clive Davis' eye, and boy, did sparks fly. Diddy, with his killer vision for hip-hop's massive explosion, somehow managed to get Clive on board. And just like that, with Clive's cash flooding in, Diddy's Bad Boy Records wasn't just a dream anymore. It was the real deal. Under Clive's wing, Diddy wasn't just playing the game. He was setting the rules, climbing the ranks to become a hip-hop legend. Now, let's dive into the juicy part. The streets have been buzzing with gossip about Diddy and Clive's secret sauce to success. It's not all beats and rhymes. Whispers suggest Diddy did a whole lot more than spit bars to get Clive's attention back in '94. Rumor has it their relationship wasn't just professional, it was personal, with a capital P. They say Diddy didn't just kneel to pick up the records, but was getting real cozy with Clive, keeping a steamy secret under wraps for years. And just when you think it's all hush-hush, Clive himself lights the fuse in his memoir, dropping the bomb that he swings both ways, confirming the whispers and leaving us all shook. This revelation isn't just a bombshell, it's a whole fireworks show, proving once again that the music industry is full of surprises.
Y'all want me to talk about Clive Davis? Okay, let's do it, but I'm telling y'all right now, this story already took a turn that I was not expecting. So Clive Davis is over Arista, which is over Diddy's Bad Boy Records. Now, rumor has it, allegedly, Diddy got on his knees for Clive Davis in 1994, and that's how Bad Boy Records came about.
Gender, and I did find that I could be attracted to a man while I still am very attracted to a woman.
I just kind of shot a shot because my focus right now is Sean Combs.
Okay. Tell us why. Tell us why.
Because he's and he's using music and entertainment to say, "Fucking treasure, these has been killing people for years."
Clive's keeping his love locked down, but Diddy, he's everywhere. Clive's lips are sealed when it comes to his plus one, but let's spill the tea. Diddy's been his shadow at every high-profile bash. They're practically joined at the hip, sparking rumors of a bromance that's too juicy to ignore. While Clive's been somewhat of an open book about his love escapades, Diddy's playing the mystery card, and oh boy, the chatter is off the charts. Gossip mills are working overtime with eyebrow-raising Diddy tales, from hush-hush whispers about trying to charm 50 Cent to that bewildering towel saga with Ja Rule, and who could gloss over the bombshell oopsie about waking up next to Usher.
First of all, I was only turning to bisexuality after my second marriage failed, so that it was not an issue through my life. Neither of my marriages were affected. I was totally attracted to women. When the marriage failed in the mid-'80s, I opened myself up to the possibility that I could have a relationship with a man, as well as the two that I had.
But wait, there's more juicy gossip to spill. Remember Jaguar Wright? She's the bombshell whistleblower on Diddy's shady artist deals, claiming he's into some pretty scandalous stuff. According to her, a lawyer caught Diddy and singer Christopher Williams in a very compromising position during what was supposed to be a business meeting.
You're in a relationship with a man right now. Do you think do you hope that bisexuality will be better understood as a result of your honesty?
I honestly do have that hope that is the case. I know for me, if any reason this relationship were not to continue, I'm still attracted to women, so that you don't have to be only one thing or another. For me, it's the person. I'm in a monogamous relationship.
And guess what's buzzing through the grapevine? It's all about Diddy. And honestly, are we surprised? With his history, it's like the dam of secrets has finally cracked open, and everyone's rushing to dish out the dirt on Diddy's not-so-hidden escapades. The drama tsunami kicked off after Cassie broke the silence, setting the stage for a tell-all showdown against him. Yeah, you heard it right. Cassie's done playing nice and has hit Diddy with a lawsuit for the emotional turmoil she weathered during their tumultuous 10-year saga. Now, while whispers of Diddy's shady dealings were nothing new, it wasn't until Cassie spilled the beans that the industry started giving him the side eye. Cassie's not just accusing him of being handsy, she's airing out some seriously twisted laundry, claiming Diddy turned her into a puppet for his love games. Picture this: Cassie alleges Diddy organized these bizarre rendezvous, making her cozy up to hired strangers while he lurked in the corner like some peeping Tom. And hold on, it gets wilder. She's saying he had her hooked on substances to play along with his fantasy charades. When the scandal rocked the headlines, all eyes were on Diddy, waiting for him to face the storm. But plot twist, he smoothly settles out of the limelight, rumored to be splashing over $50 million to make the drama disappear. But here's the juicy bit. If Diddy's as innocent as he claims, why the big bucks to hush Cassie? Despite Diddy's attempts to brush this off with his hefty wallet, it's clear he's wielding some major influence. Word on the street is he can even make NYPD look the other way. And amid this whirlwind, let's not overlook Cassie's bold move, a restraining order post-breakup, keeping her safe from the storm. But here's the real scoop. Is Diddy plotting a slow, calculated game to erase her from the picture, echoing past drama with Kim Porter, all about waiting it out and then striking when least expected? And for the latest twist, Exhibit 4 spills that Diddy's wild nights at gay clubs aren't just rumors.
Brother right here from day one, we used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how, back in the...
And guess who's stirring the gossip pot? None other than comedian Fat Jew, spilling the tea on a scandalously juicy story that's too good to ignore. Picture this: a glitzy Miami party thrown by the one and only Diddy, and who's caught in the middle of a scene straight out of a Roman fantasy? You got it, Diddy and Felix getting up close and personal in a way that'll make your jaw drop. Fat Jew was just looking for the bathroom in Diddy's lavish mansion, but what he found instead was a room buzzing with a vibe so cozy, it screamed tabloid gold. There he was, Diddy, the man himself, with Felix, sharing a moment so intimate, all over a bottle of Hennessy.
She witnessed something. She witnessed something that was disturbing to her. But what was really disturbing to her was the conversation that she had with Diddy after. See, Christopher Williams, I don't know, I guess he wanted to sign. I don't know what happened. But Puff was supposed to be giving him a demo deal, and he gave him a demo deal, and I guess it was supposed to turn into an album deal, which that never happened. But this young woman walked in to get approval on some paperwork. See. And when she walked in, the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in. And when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing for on Puff. Now, from what she said to me, it was disturbing because, they didn't stop.
He's out here dropping bombshells about what he witnessed, and it's got him shaking in his boots. And who wouldn't be spotting the kingpin of the music scene in a dicey scenario? But here's the kicker. Fat Jew is flipping the script, airing out the dirty laundry on his public podcast. He's playing a wild card, betting on the safety of the spotlight. Because, let's face it, nobody's daring enough to target the man who's blasting the truth for the whole world to hear.
Puffy calls me outside. He's like, hey, man, you know, that girl you know about the girl you. I was like, yeah, man. Yeah, everybody know, but you know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know, that's the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what you mean that's the devil?
The devil got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, and I was like, what you mean that's the devil? You know, and then he was like, yeah, man, she videotaped you with fingers in the boot.
That's a new movie.
You know what I'm saying? I was
The
like,
devil
what?
sucked-
Like, what the you talking about?
Rewind. I heard a finger in the story. What?
She said he
So Puffy tells you
he
that
she will videotape you with fingers in the and I was like, what the does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
So then I go back in the house and I ask her, what the you talking about? He
you
said
wanna
you're a
ask him?
filmer. No, I did ask him. He's just like, whatever.
Diddy's reign over the industry. Not everyone's playing along. DJ Academics dares to spill the tea on Diddy's shady moves in the Cassie drama. Yup, even though he's quaking in his boots, he's the lone voice daring to call out Diddy's dark tactics. Make no mistake, Diddy wields his power like a mafia boss, making the bravest souls second guess stepping out of line. Take DJ Academic's story about a party invite from Diddy himself. Felt more like a veiled threat than a buddy-buddy hangout. But hold up, the plot thickens. Diddy's battle isn't just about keeping Cassie quiet. It's an epic clash with the actual power brokers behind the curtain. Since Diddy threw down the gauntlet with lawsuits for racial discrimination, he's been public enemy number one. Now, with his murky moves coming to light, Diddy's gearing up for the showdown of a lifetime. Oh, the drama just keeps on coming with Diddy. Word on the street is he's not shy about unleashing fear and intimidation to keep his squad on a tight leash. From rumored tales of hanging a whale off a balcony to a car explosion that sounds straight out of a mob movie for daring to date Cassie, Diddy's methods are spine-tingling proof of how far he'll go. Now, Diddy finds himself swimming in hot water once again, facing a fresh lawsuit from none other than Rodney Lil Rod Jones. This legal tango marks his fifth since November. Fans are buzzing, piecing together a puzzle that points straight to Diddy's so-called operation, supported by a cast of characters straight out of a crime thriller. With Lil Rod dropping the bomb, the plot thickens as Lil Rod's lawsuit unveils a shadowy crew, including big shots from the music biz, allegedly covering tracks and keeping the operation under wraps with no paper trail in sight. And hold on to your hats. Claims are swirling that Diddy's high-profile cronies, including the elusive Fahim and his right-hand woman Christina, were the masterminds behind silencing the law and keeping the streets talking with stacks of cash. And Jaguar Wright, she's dropping hints that Diddy might have picked up a trick or two from his late mentor Andre Harrell of Uptown Records fame, who, in a twist fit for a soap opera, reportedly got his playbook from the legendary Clive Davis.
I went to a party on Star Island in Miami where P. Diddy has a private residence. I had no business being there. I was with a famed house producer who was DJing the party.
Sure.
And I will keep his name out of it.
Yep.
And I took a whole bunch of ecstasy because everyone there was taking ecstasy. It was basically me and like beautiful like ethnic models, like just beautiful women. So I'm like kind of stumbling around. It's like, you know, it's all like, you know, my man is telling me that like, you know, every third person is some executive, you know, got behind the scenes guys who I don't recognize.
It's a high-end crowd.
Very high-end. And there's no joke, there's maybe 100. So I open a door and in that room there are a bunch of men and they're all kind of like very like Romanesque, like laying about and, you know, kind of like very like kind of leaning on each other, not really spooning, but like conversationally spooning. Like if you were spooning but facing each other and like leaning up on your side.
Yeah, it would almost be the prelude to.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It was so prelude.
Okay. So explain.
So I look. So I'm there for a very brief amount of time because I open the door and clearly I'm not supposed to be in there. And I look, and who is lounging in my direct eye line? Puff Daddy and Felix the House Cat, famed house music producer.
Yeah, no, I know
are
who that is.
basically spooning each other. I swear to God, they're basically spooning and they're drinking a glass of Hennessy.
When the feds stormed Diddy's mansions, everyone thought it was game over for him. They were all over his business, digging up what seemed like the dirt needed to take him down. But there was Diddy, vacationing without a care in the world, sparking wild speculation among fans. What secrets is he keeping? Cue Eddie Griffin dropping explosive news that the raid was all a show, hinting at a darker conspiracy. He's spilling the tea that Diddy might be getting thrown under the bus by the big wigs at Universal Music Group. Imagine Homeland Security rolling in with tanks like a full-blown military op for one guy? According to Griffin, those dramatic raids on Diddy's posh pads in Miami and Los Angeles were just for show. He's convinced Diddy had a heads up from an insider because he jetted off to Miami just in the nick of time to escape the feds. What's really going on here?
Diddy is on the run. He jumped on a jet, paused in Miami, and the feds were there in Miami. Somebody tipped this brother off, because how did he just happen to be on a plane the day before they gonna raid his property? He got an inside man there at the Federal Bureau of Homeland Security. One of them motherfuckers. Now he must have zailed every last one of them feds $10 million each, because they let him get back on the plane to Antigua.
Griffin is absolutely livid. The crew that trashed Diddy's mansion didn't bother to tidy up, and he's not letting it slide. He's blasting them big time, and hold your breath, he sniffed out something super shady. Guess what? Someone with major clout, we're talking top tier, maybe even the boss of Universal Music Group, tipped off the paparazzi about the raid. Scandalous, right?
They just gonna raid a man's properties, but not raid him. They raid a nigga property, they coming to get you too. I don't know how this man's still on the loose, but you know, he got the dough and he got the know. If it's really just a quick, fast hit on the motherfucker's property, nigga, you ain't gonna call the press and say we about to hit Puffy's crib. You're just gonna hit the crib. And they just gonna have to hear about that through the grapevine and rush down there as quick as they can. But no, we seen the aerial shot of them driving.
Being in the industry means you've got the inside scoop, and the buzz is that Diddy's either majorly screwed up and it's time for some serious payback, or he's angered the wrong person and now they're out for revenge with all guns blazing.
Driving at this motherfucker's crib. Somebody's behind it, somebody's way up the ladder, and I think that ladder is the head of Universal Music Group. He called in his favors from it.
Griffin's not just throwing shade, he's launching missiles. He's got Clive Davis, the big boss of Universal Music Group, in his crosshairs. According to Griffin's bombshell theory, Davis made a shocking move, sacrificing Diddy to save his own skin.
Clive Davis, yeah, that's the monster. And the head of Universal Music Group, he's put Diddy up, and they sacrificing Diddy. They said, you gotta take this shit, we can't be in.
But here's the juicy scoop. Despite the whirlwind of rumors, Diddy's lips are sealed, keeping his truth under wraps. But let's cut to the chase. It seems like there's a whole lot more sizzling beneath the surface of Diddy and Clive's relationship than we're seeing. Are they just close in the studio, or is there a deeper drama unfolding? The jury's still out, but one thing's crystal clear. This isn't your run-of-the-mill mentor-mentee gig. Diddy might be taking the lead now, but let's not forget who taught him the ropes. Clive Davis, the puppet master of the music scene, pulling the strings in this twisted tale. And if the gossip holds any water, Diddy's questionable moves are just the beginning of a much darker saga in the music world. So what's the deal? Is Diddy about to spill the beans on Clive to save his own skin? We're all ears. Share your thoughts. And hey, don't miss out on our next video for more explosive stories.